We can now give a task to an AI agent, like, hey, go find me a Japanese VCR that supports TBC on eBay and add it to my cart. Oh, also make sure it's working. And the AI agent will just simply go out, open a web browser, and do this thing. It's like giving a task to an assistant and you can go about your day. By the way, that's based on a true story. I'm actually working on a video where I'm needing a Japanese VCR, and I did this a few weeks back. Now I'm doing this with OpenAI's Operator. They released this a few weeks back. It's a research preview, so don't be surprised if it's kind of janky. Also, it's only available to pro users, which means you gotta be paying OpenAI $200 a month. But I found an open source alternative. It's like this. It'll open up a browser, do the whole thing. Actually, I think it's kind of better. It's free, open source. I'll show you how to use it right now. Get your coffee ready. This is actually pretty fun. Hey, NetworkChuck from the future here. Coming up, I'm gonna pit Operator versus the open source option so you can create and purchase a virtual machine in the cloud. And then I'll have them log into the terminal and create a file. Who can do it the fastest? Can they do it at all? I don't know. And by the way, this segment is made possible by our sponsor, Hosting Here. We'll see what happens. The project is called Browser Use. Enable AI to control your browser. It was created by these handsome fellas. And I have to say, the project is very impressive. It does a lot. Let's peruse it a bit. Actually, first, just know, there is a paid version of this. If we go to their official website, not on GitHub, we can see that they're backed by Y Combinator, meaning they've gotten some funding. And here they're even touting their performance, saying they are 2% better than Operator. At $30 a month, they are still cheaper than ChatGPT Operator. The enterprise option, yes, a month. Okay. I mean, it made me stop and look at it and go, what? But anyways, open source is what we care about. We can host this ourselves, use our own local stuff, even local AI. We don't have to go to the web unless we want to have, our web browser be accessed via the web. Or rather, unless we want to go out to a website with our web browser. I said that backwards. I need some more coffee. And what I love about this project is that it doesn't feel like it's in a research mode like ChatGPT is. And it's very programmatic, meaning that if you are really into building AI agents, which I'm getting into that, you can program your agents and have it do all kinds of insane things. So they have some examples here, like add grocery items to your cart and go check out. And it's obviously all done with code on the side. Don't be scared. I'm gonna show you an option that's very GUI friendly. You can add my latest LinkedIn follower to my leads in Salesforce. Read my resume and go find jobs for me. Write a letter in Google Docs to my papa, thanking him for everything and save the document as a PDF. Now, thankfully, you don't have to know how to code anything and you just want to take it for a spin yourself right now. If I go back to the Browser Use account, I can see one of the projects is called Web UI. This is very easy to set up. We're gonna walk through it right now, and you can try this yourself with Ollama. So a couple things you're gonna need to make this happen. First, you'll need some coffee. That's just the rules. I didn't make them. Maybe I did. Everything in IT requires coffee, NetworkChuck.com. 2, you'll need a machine to run this on if you want to run this locally, which is what we're doing right now. So Mac, Windows, or Linux. I will be demoing right now this setup on Windows, which will be using WSL, which is the Windows subsystem for Linux. So it's basically Linux, and it won't be very different from the bare bones Linux or Mac setup. And if you're like, Chuck, I have no idea what WSL is, I have a video on that right here. And honestly, that's pretty much all you need. Oh, you know what? I lied. You're also gonna need some sort of AI to use, right? We're using an AI tool. One tool you can use that's completely free, completely local, completely awesome is Ollama. Go out to ollama.com, click on download. You can install it for Mac, Windows, Linux, and it's very quick and easy. Have that going. If you want to use OpenAI or Claude or any of those cloud-based models, all you need is an API key. I'll show you what that looks like. It's actually, it's gonna be better than a local model because they've got more resources. Okay, first thing we'll do is launch our terminal, my favorite place to be. And because I'm in Windows land, I need to jump into Linux with WSL. I'll launch my Ubuntu. I think it's 2204. Yeah, it is 2204. Now the first thing you want to do is make sure you do have Python 3.11 installed, at least 3.11. The easiest way to do that is with pyenv. With pyenv installed, all you have to do is type in pyenv, install 3.11. I already have it installed, and then you do pyenv global 3.11 to make it live. And you can switch back and forth between Python versions. It's awesome, link below. Now real quick, make sure you have Python 3.11 by typing in Python 3-version, and you should see Python 3.11. Now we're gonna clone this Git repo, the web UI, copy this command, paste it here, cloned, and then we'll jump into that directory by typing in cd web-ui. Now to make sure we keep things clean, we're gonna launch a Python virtual environment or create a virtual environment. We'll type in Python 3-m for module, specify venv, and then name our virtual environment .venv. Hit enter. And by the way, if you've never used a virtual environment, you may not have the module installed. We can do that right now by typing in pip install virtual, why does my cursor keep bouncing around? Virtual env, just like that. Now with our virtual environment created, let's activate it. We'll type in source.venv/bin/activate. Boom. This creates a nice little box for us to play in, and no other stuff is going to be impacted by the things we install. Now we'll use the command pip install -r, and we'll type in requirements.txt. This is a file that's right here in our directory, and it's going to describe the requirements we need for this project. It'll do it all for us right now, ready, set, go, and we'll watch it happen while we're sipping some coffee. And done. And then one more thing we have to install is this tool called Playwright, which I've never heard of, but I think it's essentially doing headless browser stuff. It's amazing. Just copy and paste that. I already have it installed, so I should be good. Yours might take a moment. And finally, one more thing we have to do is get our environment file ready to go. They do have an example environment file that we're going to copy to our own. So we'll type in cp.env.example, and we'll copy that file to .env, just like that. Now let's edit that .env file. Nano, and this is not required by the way, nano.env, and here we can add any kind of API keys we want to have here. So OpenAPI, Anthropic. We can also specify an Ollama endpoint, which normally if you have Ollama installed, you'll just want to have a localhost. Now for me, I do have an external Ollama server that's more powerful. Terry. Have you not heard about Terry? Terry is my AI server I built in this video here. He has dual 4090s, it's amazing. But I'll add his IP address, and we'll use him for my stuff. And then I'll go ahead and add my OpenAI API keys and my Anthropic, because I'm gonna show you what they feel like. And don't worry, I will end up revoking these keys. So it's okay that you see them right now. When you're done here, hit Control X, Y, enter to save. Then now all we have to do is run this command. Let's scroll down and find it. They do have a Docker option, but Docker can be kind of tricky. If you want to try it, go ahead. The local setup is easier for me. So this command right here is going to launch the webui.py script. Copy and paste that, hit enter, and we should be off to the races. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so now we're going to navigate out to our browser and go to localhost port 7788. Let's do that right now. And here we are. Now let's go full browser mode here. Actually, no, we'll leave it right here because there is some cool stuff we'll see in the command line. Now, fair warning, there are a lot of bells and whistles you can play with. You're gonna play with them. They're super fun. And you can go crazy with this, especially the scripting part when you go into like just messing with Python. For now, we're gonna do something just quick and easy. Let's first go to our LLM configuration, this option right here. Here we have our LLM provider. I'm gonna choose, let's see, I'll do Ollama this time. So this is gonna be local AI agents, nothing in the cloud. And then we'll choose our model name. Now, I will say, if you're doing Quinn or Llama 2, they're dumb. Like they have a really hard time doing this. I normally wanna do it with DeepSeek R114B at least, but I'll show you Quinn real quick. Now, by the way, you do wanna make sure you download the model just like so. So if you wanna get Quinn with Ollama, you'll open up your browser. Sorry, not your browser, your terminal. And you'll type in Ollama pool, and that model name just like this. And then that's really all we have to do. We'll go to our Run Agent tab, and here they have a little demo option, just a quick little thing to try out. Let's run it. Click on Run Agent, and watch what happens. Oh, browser window over here. Let's scoot it back over here. You can see on the right side, our terminal is thinking, and things are failing. It's failing because, because Quinn is dumb. Yeah, it just couldn't do it. Let's try another LLM. Let's try DeepSeek R114B. Pretty smart guy. Let's run him. Okay, browser windows open over here. Oh, okay, so it's doing stuff. Check that out. It's like notating things on the page and numbering them so it knows like kind of what to look for. This is amazing. And notice how on the side it's like auto-correcting. It'll like fail, try again. It'll max out at 5 times. All right, let's stop that. This is kind of boring. All right, I'm gonna run this one more time. I'm gonna try it with the local LLM just to see what else I can do with this. So I'll select Ollama once again. I'll do my 14B, DeepSeek. Let's do something simple like go out to NetworkChuck.coffee, find the 404 error coffee and add it to my cart. That's what I'm drinking right now, by the way. Oh no, it's called 404 not found. I don't even know my own coffee names. And let's watch it happen. Okay, so it made it to my site. Very quick. It's finding the search. It's like watching one of my kids try to use the computer. Oh wait, it's not called 404 not found. What am I thinking? It can't find it. It's having such a hard time. Let me stop him. Stop, it's okay, buddy. It wasn't your fault. It's called 404 error. Let's try it again. I still can't believe we're able to do this, and locally too. It feels like magic. There it goes, it found the coffee. Now will it add it to my cart? Why did it go to 200 okay? Another very good blend, by the way, and that's not a blend, it's a single origin, I forget where it's from. Now I'm curious, I'm gonna try this here in a moment. Can this guy solve a CAPTCHA? Because that is something that ChatGPT Operator will not do. Okay, here we go, time for the competition. For the open source browser, we'll be using Anthropic and Claude 3.5. And we'll be using our own browser. This is cool because it'll keep my logged in sessions. And here are the instructions. We'll see how well this does. I have no idea. Essentially, I want it to log into Hostinger and create a VPS for me. I have no idea if this is gonna work. And then here are the instructions for the operator. Same thing, but I'm gonna have them use two different things. One is gonna use Ubuntu 2404 as the OS. One is gonna use one of the applications that Hostinger offers. It'll just be installing Docker. And I'll launch them roughly at the same time. Ready, set, go. And we're off to the races. Again, it's so cool that the open source option is using my built-in browser. Okay, we're already at Hostinger. It's gonna get logged in. Come on, buddy. Now, open source has an advantage because it's already logged in. It's my browser. I know I have to log in over here. Let me take control. Oh, look at it go over here. Now let's go into the VPS stuff. It's gonna set up a KVM VPS. Oh, it's going. Now, as you can see, they got VPSs everywhere. We'll choose the best latency. I told it to anyway. It's searching for Ubuntu. It found it. It's so smart. I love it. I'm still stuck at the password over here. It doesn't copy and paste. Stupid thing. Okay, will it set the root password? I have no idea if it'll actually do this right. It did it! Oh my gosh, it's doing it so well! Okay, so we have options here. I want KVM2, 8 terabytes of bandwidth, that's a lot. 2 virtual CPU cores. Okay, here's the thing. Can it use the coupon code? So I've told it to choose 1 month. Oh, I'm so excited. Wait, did it add the coupon code, NetworkChuck 10? Is it doing it? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's adding 20 servers. Stop, no, stop. Cancel. Oh my gosh, I better stop that. Oh, we're just gonna try that one more time. I'm gonna be very specific about the number of servers I want. I won't count that against him, he didn't know. I mean, he should have, but goodness, that was scary. I'm stuck on caps lock over here. I can't even do anything. I started over, gosh. It's stuck on caps lock. How am I supposed to do this? Operator? Okay, caps lock is currently not on for me. Let's try it freaking again. So far, open source is looking real good. Caps lock is finally turned off. 8 gigs of RAM is really good for $6.99 a month. That's crazy. That's a good server. All right, here we are again. Don't do 20 servers, please. It did 11. Why is it doing 11? It's doing 1 month, but it put freaking 11 over there. Oh no, I think it just made 11 servers. No! And I don't think it used my coupon code. ChatGPT is still screwing me over here. Just bought 11 servers. At least it wasn't 20 for a year. I have to restart ChatGPT again. All right, they're setting up my VPS. All right, I'm gonna give ChatGPT back control. Okay, so the open source browser thought he was done, I think. Yeah, he thought he was done. So he did make a server, but he didn't stink and use my coupon code, I don't think. Let's see if he actually made that many servers. Yeah, he did. What am I gonna do with all these servers? Now, they're amazing because they are AMD EPYC CPUs. I've got full root access on all these guys so I can do whatever I want. Man, ChatGPT's still trying to figure it out. Scroll down. Dude, ChatGPT's having a hard time. Now, what it's hanging up on right now is the application options. Yeah, I want to take control. I want to help him out a little bit. Can figure it out. Idiot. With Hostinger, you can install regular Linux OSs, or you can do applications that are pre-installed. Bunch of options here. We'll choose Docker because that's what I told him to do. Now I'll let him finish, dummy. Here, let me do this for you. Okay, it's going. But seriously, if you want to have a project in the cloud, which I do this all the time, Hostinger is an amazing option. Powerful servers. Coupon code? It's doing the coupon code! And with NetworkChuck 10, you'll get 10% off. Lies. It does exist. Maybe it's only a year to 12 months. There we go. It's 10% off a year. I do want to try it one more time with the open source. I feel like we're missing something. I'm gonna add one more thing. I don't want 11 servers. I'm gonna try and make it only do 1. What's happening over here in ChatGPT land? What's it doing? Oh, it's accessing the browser terminal now. Okay, ChatGPT's in the terminal. So asking me. Okay, it said it created it. Let's see. No, it did not. It's not there. ChatGPT's a liar. No, no, stop, stop. It's doing it again. No, no, stop. Okay, the verdict. Browser use works great if you want more servers than you want. ChatGPT was okay, but he had to have his hand held the entire time and he lied at the end. Anyways, thanks to Hostinger for sponsoring this segment. If you want a VPS, you should get one right now. Use the code NetworkChuck10 for 10% off a year. Link below. Limited time. Anyways, back to stuff. Okay, dude, you're stressing me out. I gotta cut you off. So that's using local AI. Now we know that using any kind of cloud-based AI like OpenAI or Anthropic is gonna be a bit more performant. Let's try that. I wanna test the speed. So we'll change from Ollama to Anthropic and we'll choose the Claude 3.5 Sonnet model, which is very, very smart. One of my favorites actually. We'll run the same task. Keeping in mind, this is very demo-y, right? Like you can do many, many more cool things through programming, what have you. Dude, that was fast. It's going. It found the coffee. It's on the right coffee page now. Okay, so smart. And it added it to cart. Like that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna cut you off because you're done. You did such a good job. Good job, buddy. I do wanna test Quinn one more time, just to see if it was a fluke. Because I know many of you, this might be the biggest model you can run on your laptop or whatever you're using. Let's see, let's do something simple. Go to YouTube, and find a video from NetworkChuck. Let's see how it does. Dang, that was fast. Okay, go Quinn. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. And it started playing the video. That's so awesome. Now, just so you know, I haven't played with this extensively, but you can have it to where it uses your browser. So the one big limitation with ChatGPT Operator is that it's using this random browser that it operates, and you can actually interrupt it. So let me show you what that means. If I were to ask it, like right now, I can take control of our eBay session and log into my own eBay account. It takes a minute, it's very slow, very buggy, but here I'm using the browser. That can say finish up, you can have control again. With browser use, we can actually use our own browser with our own settings, everything's still logged in, our password manager, and our AI can handle it for us. That's so powerful. Dude, it's still watching videos over here. That's so amazing. I wonder if I can get it to leave a comment. Okay, I gotta try that. So I'm gonna try and tell it to find a specific video and leave a comment. Of course, when you try to post a comment, it'll ask you to log in, but I wanted to get to that point. And this is using Quinn. Yeah, we're still using Quinn. I had to make sure we're still using that. Go on YouTube and find the video from NetworkChuck covering Docker networks. Leave a comment saying, what should we say? Here in 2025. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything better. Let's just try this. Go. Quinn, you've got this. I could honestly do this for hours. I'm not gonna make you sit here with me and do that, but this is so fun. Just imagine the automation things you can do. Are you kidding me? I love this. Oh, it gave up. Now, a couple things. Notice you probably saw this deep research thing. I've not tried that. But you can also go to recordings and it will actually show you the result of what it was doing. So if you're like, what did this guy even do on my browser? You can watch the play-by-play. I don't know why Quinn gave up. Let's see if DeepSeek can do it. DeepSeek is moving. So it found some videos. Is it gonna recognize that those are not the videos? Will it scroll down? I'm like wanting to scroll, it's stressing me out. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Not the Docker video or the network video, but it's on a video. Yikes, 666 comments? Please leave one. Please. Okay, it's going off the rails. Sorry, buddy, I'm cutting you off. I do want to see if Claude can do this very fast. And then I want to jump into a test, a head-to-head test between OpenAI Operator and browser use. I want to do that same Japanese eBay situation. All right, let's go, Claude. Same task, let's go. Okay, I think I found the video, first time. Come on, jump on it, you're there. Now leave a comment. Why'd you scroll down? You were right there. But I love seeing the thinking on the right side here in the terminal. It's about to sign up for YouTube Premium. And it's trying to sign. Or maybe it tried to leave a comment. Maybe I didn't see that. So I think it gave up. It's done. Now I know some of you may be wondering, Chuck, do I need a Linux environment with a GUI? Like what if I'm just running command line, headless? I believe there is a headless version where you can like just run in headless mode without a GUI. I haven't tried that, so if you want to try it, leave a note in the comments, encourage somebody that can work. Let's find out. Now, time to test this head-to-head versus ChatGPT Operator. To make it fair, I will use Anthropic Claude on my web UI here, my browser use, and we'll give it the exact same instructions. I'm curious if they'll find the same exact VCR. Okay, ready, set, who should I start first? I'll start him first. Go, go. And they're off. This is fun. My agent got to eBay first. Operator's typing in first. Oh wait, hold on. This is so cool. Okay, we got search results on ChatGPT first. Browser use is still trying to figure out where the search button is. Yeah, and eBay, or I'm sorry, Operator already found it. Yeah, add it to my cart. That was pretty quick. Come on, browser use, don't let me down. Oh, weird. What happened? I don't know. I'm gonna try it with DeepSeek. Maybe that does better. I'll tell you one thing, even though mine might be a bit slower, it still wins out because of this little tagline right here. Sam Altman's tracking what you're doing. Oh wow, it got further than Anthropic did. Claude is probably gonna go for the same VCR. There it is. Come on, add it to cart, add it to cart. Yes, it did it. Will it proceed to cart? Yes, it did. It finished, it did it, oh my gosh. That is so cool. This is not fake enthusiasm. I know people comment that I do that. No, this is seriously amazing. Now I wanna do one last test, and that's testing if it can do a CAPTCHA. Now I know for a fact the Operator will not do this. So there's a test website for Google or CAPTCHA. Let me show you what it looks like here. It's simply where you can test a CAPTCHA. It'll bring it up, right? Let's see if Operator will do this. Solve this CAPTCHA. Yeah, it can't do it. It's like, you do it. No, you do it. Let's see if my local one can do this. I'm still on DeepSeek. This is all local, I think, right? Yes, we're on Olama, DeepSeek R114B. Solve this stinking CAPTCHA, let's go. Oh, come on, I want you to win. I really want you to win. Okay, we're here. It's got the CAPTCHA up. Oh my gosh. Will this trip it up? What's the command line saying? I'm so curious. It's probably having trouble realizing you can click on those panes. It's also probably having trouble recognizing stuff. I said a click button with index 0. What's 0? It keeps clicking the CAPTCHA button. Okay, you know what? I'm curious if we were a bit more specific about what it should do. Let's stop that. I want you to solve a CAPTCHA. Go to this site, click the I'm not a robot checkbox, and then a CAPTCHA verification will pop up. There will be a series of pictures. Do what the instructions say. Okay, let's see if it does this. Let's get the terminal up here. We're on the site. We have the CAPTCHA up. Did it do it? I don't know if it did it or not. It may have solved it, because like what happens when you finish it? Because it's just a demo, right? Let's do it side by side. Oh, okay, so it should say I'm not a robot. Come on, dude, I have so much faith in you. Oh, it's clicking squares now. It did something. It's learning. I don't know if it selected the right square that time though. Okay, we've got to end this. So this is an open source version of the ChatGPT Operator. Very cool. I think this project is so fun. Anything we can run open source, local, is amazing. I wish I had the time to go crazy with this and program and do all kinds, maybe I do have the time. I might do this. Let me know if you want to see a video of just some sort of programming automation thing. Give me some ideas. I would love to hear that comment below. Also think about this, the hacking ramifications. If you and I can get access to this like that, and really there's no limit to what we can do, think about hackers and how they can automate their processes. It's kind of scary. Yeah, he's never gonna figure it out. That's all I got. I'll catch you guys next time.